And it's been a really good start to the year. By the time you hit this time of season, it's difficult trying to keep everybody motivated and moving forward. But we've continued to make progress this year, and we certainly are going to have our hands full this weekend. But it's been a fun start to the year, and hopefully we can keep things rolling. A lot of people hear Tipton and think immediately of Derek Elston, and there's a good reason why. I mean, he's just a tremendous player and has had a really strong season for us so far, averaging more than 20 points and better than 10 rebounds a game. But you also mentioned, I think the one benefit that Derek has had is that he's surrounded by a group of really good players and good kids. And, we're a well-rounded bunch that, is capable of looking a lot of different ways and playing some different styles. That Hall of Fame tournament experience was just something really unique for our team and for our community. And unfortunately, we came up a little bit short in that championship game to Franklin Central. But, I think that kind of helped to refocus our guys and humble us a little bit. And, hopefully, you hate to be forced to lose games in order to learn some lessons. But hopefully, that will continue to motivate us and drive us here the second half of the season. Yeah, the height advantage we've had over a lot of people this year is really unique. I think, obviously Lawrence North year in and year out has some really big, really talented kids. But I'm not sure there's another school in the state outside of them that's got more size than we do. And you don't see that every day at a 2A school. Obviously Derek, is kind of the centerpiece of what we do, and at 6'9" is a very versatile player and capable of playing inside and out. But we also got, a couple guys coming off the bench at 6'8", and Luke Overdorf, and a 7-foot junior, and Ethan Jacobs, who, are able to provide us with some extra size if we need it. And, again, kind of makes us a little more versatile as a team. You mentioned Greg Dickey, just an outstanding sophomore point guard he's been for us. Just a really solid player, a great competitor, and a really fun kid to watch. At 5'9" or so, he's pretty harmless to look at, but people always come away impressed at how hard-nosed he is and what a really good player he's become. Absolutely. This is going to be a great test for us this weekend. Benton Central is a conference rival, and right now, they and us are sitting at both of us sitting at the top of the conference without a loss. So, the winner of this game tomorrow night is probably going to have a leg up on the competition the rest of the way. And, they're a very physical team. They got some skilled kids and a lot of experience returning. So, it's going to take a great effort for us to win tomorrow night and then to turn around and face a 4A Kokomo team who is year in and year out is one of the most athletic and one of the most skilled competitive teams that we play. This is going to be a very telling weekend for me, to see where our guys are at right now, and I think some of the weaknesses that we have will probably be exposed this weekend, which is always a good thing, for our guys to continue to learn how they need to improve, and hopefully these games will continue to benefit us as we get closer to tournament time. Yeah, I think the one thing people can expect is that it's going to be a fantastic high school basketball game in every regard. There's going to be a lot of people there, and it's going to be one of those nights where there's, that certain buzz in the crowd. And certainly both teams, I think, are capable of playing at a high level. And I would expect that Coach McCauley is going to have his guys very prepared. They've had a week and a half off now since their last game and don't play tomorrow night. So they've had an opportunity to really focus on their game plan for us this week. And, it's just going to be, I think it's going to be a very competitive game. Both teams have a lot of really quality players, and I would expect that people are going to get their $5 worth on Saturday night. Yeah, last year was the year that our program was really able to kind of turn the corner and really experience some success that we had been working hard to get to for a couple of years. And we had a couple games on the schedule last year where, just walking into the gym that night, you could sense that it was a kind of a different level of excitement. And obviously, those postseason games that you play, we were fortunate enough to host the sectional and the regional last year. And, our sectional championship game against Oak Hill was one of those nights where it was two really, really, really good teams. And I think everybody in the gym knew it. And they were, there early, and they had settled themselves in for what was, a really, really good basketball game. And then, a week later, we were fortunate enough to win that sectional title last year. And a week later, we got beat in the morning game of the regional to the eventual state champion in Fort Wayne Moors. And even at 10 a.m., we got those people up early in Tipton and got them to the gym and got them woke up. And it was one of those really special days where, you get a sense of how excited people are in town and how big a deal this team has become. Yeah, it's just going to be a bear. It's going to be a real grind for whoever is fortunate enough to come out of our sectional. And certainly when you look at the way 2A is lined up this year, it's just whoever ends up winning the state title in 2A, probably more than any other year, is going to know that they've earned it. I think there are just an abundance of really good players individually. There is an abundance of really great teams. And, our sectional, as you mentioned, is very strong. And certainly when you look at the rankings and some of that other thing, we may be considered the favorite, but it's going to take a fantastic effort from us to have an opportunity to win that thing. And certainly if we're fortunate enough to do that, to consider moving on beyond Bluffton and Lures and some of those other really fantastic teams in the north. So, our focus for right now is just to continue to get better every day, to focus on the opportunity we got today. And hopefully if we can continue to do that, by the time March rolls around, we'll be one of those teams that people have to contend with in that state title conversation.